Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor. Here with my father,
Kevin.
And today, it's a highly anticipated video for a lot of people.
A lot of people have been asking about this.
Future, Monster. You're a Future fan? You like Future?
I'm a Future fan. You know what? I dig what his product he puts out is for a specific reason.
And you get it.
And I get it. And I fuck with it.
And you fuck with it when you're in the mood for it.
Yeah.
That's me with Future as well.
Yeah.
When a lot of people were asking for Monster, it was one that I'm like, okay, I know 2 songs on here. I was like, I know Codeine Crazy because, one of the best songs ever.
About codeine. Right?
Yeah. And I think I knew Throwaway. Yeah, that was it. Coming back from Europe, I get very anxious on planes, so I take anxiety medication. And then I get really loopy and fucking chill.
Yeah.
And I put this record on because I was like, I'll listen to it and I'll see if it's something we want to do on the channel. And I loved it. I was like, fuck, this is so fun.
I know where you're going with this.
What?
We're going to take some of the anxiety medication right now. And
we're each going to pop 3 Xanax and we're going to sit back. No. So I don't know if, I loved it. I was like, this is fucking great. I want to do it as soon as we get back.
Yeah.
Or as soon as I get back. And then I kind of skimmed through it again. I was like, okay, it's pretty good, but it's not as good as when I was like, high, essentially. I want to see, I'm going to give it a full listen with you again, and kind of see where I stand with it. A lot of people say it's a classic. It's Metro Boomin produced. It's early Future, stuff that kind of put him on the map, put him in the mainstream. It's 2014, 10-year anniversary. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Track number 1. Radical.
Monster.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Fuck, boy. Metro Boomin want some more,
Whoa.
nigga.
Fuck up your attitude, fuck all the gratitude. All my bitch magical, all this shit magical. All the shit right. Tiger Scott, Alexander, Wayne, and Balenci. All the white nigga, I just came in and Fendi. I just playing and grounded to the futuristic treatment.
Oh, that's going in the background still, eh?
So cool.
Yeah.
All this shit radical, all this shit radical.
I could see how you could fuck with this on the airplane.
Yeah, right?
It is soothing.
It's like meditative in a way.
Totally.
Metro fucking did make a fucking killer beat though with this.
Yeah.
I went blind cause I'm bougie. Had a gag, you nigga, she pussy like a sushi.
I think that might
there
have
we
been the
go.
lines that I laughed
Yeah.
Really loud, a nigga posted up and eat that Benny. Fuck up your attitude.
I gotta look into what Benny's is. Is that the place in Atlanta?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Metro's filling those headphones up.
Yeah, it's mostly Metro, but I think there's a couple other producers that worked on it. 808, I think.
In Atlanta resides one of the most famous and referenced restaurants in all of hip-hop music, the Benihana. Future was born and raised in Atlanta and seems to like this location.
What kind of cuisine is it?
Well,
What in the picture, what does it look like?
Well, it looks like the Japanese teppanyaki or whatever.
Yeah.
Where the guy does the stuff in front of you on the hot grill.
I've heard it referenced before. Probably in Future's music, honestly. A banger track, great production. A little repetitive, but you get what I mean. Yeah.
But it's, you know what?
You understand Future now.
I understand Future.
Like you get the appeal. It's, you're not going to sit there and complain and say, oh, this, he said the same shit for the chorus each time. Like, you get what it's meant to be.
Yeah. For the lyrics, I didn't get in terms of this is what it is. Radical is the opening track of Future's mixtape Monster. The song sets the stage for an exploration into addiction and the fallout from his relationship with Ciara.
There's good lyrics in there too.
Yeah.
You got to kind of read into a lot of them though. I've noticed that's our thing with Future. At least you specifically, you don't catch a lot of the references at first. You're getting better with the brands.
Yeah, I know the brands, and I know better not have your panties on next time you see me.
Yeah, like you're gonna grab
get that, yeah.
and eating like sushi or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, track number 2, Monster.
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
All my niggas, some junkies, they keep that bread on them, dog. Caught a fight out of London, I can't see nothing but stars.
I think this is actually one of the ones that I was like,
When
when I was listening to it, I was like, holy fuck, this is great.
Yeah.
He references coming out of London.
Exactly, eh?
Production's fucking wild on
Yes.
this one.
Again, it's got spookiness.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's Halloween right there, man.
These bitches switching, trying to get my dick a hickey. I'm a monster on these hoes, I'm a monster. Kung Fu, used to wanna fuck too, now I'm wanna fuck the crew. All bad bitches in the rear. Me and young Metro,
That was a good run there. He's got something about the throat.
Have you heard him rap like this?
No.
Like that verse there is just
That was-
fucking
Yeah.
top tier Future.
Fuck Monster. That was the fastest I've heard Future. That whole run there, that was so quick, man.
That second verse is absolutely insane. And just him, like, aggressive rapping, but still has that, like, I don't know, that fucking, his voice is like,
it's
got this soft, soothing thing to it. You know what it feels like?
It's weird to say that, eh? Because if you played this for somebody and you said this is
Soft
soothing,
and soothing, yeah. But you know what I mean?
yes,
though, the
I
voice.
totally get
If
it.
I had to put this into an analogy, it would be like when you have a sore throat.
Yeah.
And Future is like a hot lemon tea, and you take a sip, and then it, like, you know, that's how his voice sounds. To
I
me.
didn't know you were going to go there because I pointed out here
I'm thinking of throats
because
he mentions it a lot.
He mentions
so
a lot
it's in
of
my head.
he likes his throats.
He also mentions head.
Yeah, chopping like Kung Fu. Used to want to fuck too. Now I want to fuck the crew. That was where he started. And then it got quick, right?
Yeah, he just kept going.
Me and Young
going.
Metro jumping out the leer, right?
Yeah. Let's keep going. That one's a highlight for sure. Track number 3, Throwaway.
It's gonna be okay, okay, oh, it's gonna be okay. Man, how they gon' play with you, gonna be okay.
I haven't been in a strip club in many years, and I think these songs would totally fit.
They do play Future in the strip
Do
club.
they? Yeah. Okay.
I've heard from friends.
We should check out tonight though, just to be.
I'd love to see a stripper going on the pole to like that Future.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Then the Kendrick verse comes on and she has to start doing fucking weird, like, I don't know, just crazy shit on the pole. Reminds me of that Kanye line about Michael Jackson.
What?
Got a white girl.
Oh, yeah,
Michael Jackson. Black girl. Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Okay, we got a part 2 coming. Ooh.
Gone for that nigga, get it over with.
Ooh.
Gone for that nigga, get it over with. Now, do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel better about yourself? Got my dick sucking, I was thinking about you. I was fucking on the slut and I was thinking about you. When you fucking on the nigga,
He doesn't hold back, does he?
When you laying with that nigga,
There's no innuendos.
Cause I'm thinking about you. Now tell me you don't want me. Tell me that the pussy ain't much no monster.
That was really interesting.
Really cool switch up,
Yeah,
right?
very cool.
Gone for the nigga, get it over with.
Wow, you know, okay, can I say something fast?
Yeah, you go
I love that he did a couple of things in there. He spoke, which I loved.
Just talked for part 2. He started with talking.
Just talking, and then he went into like then he went to his singing, but he went into falsetto parts.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
to me, that kind of represented, like, I'm sleeping with other people, and I'm thinking about you.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's coming off in a way, like, you know, where he kind of, it seems like he half cares, you know, because
Yes.
he's sleeping with other people.
Yeah.
But then when he starts singing, that brings out the more emotional side, and you're like, oh fuck, maybe he really cares about this person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when he's just saying, you know, I'm thinking about you while I'm fucking somebody, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
he probably likes them, but, like, not that much.
But when he
When he
sings,
sings, then I'm like, okay, there's, like, some real emotion attached to this person.
isn't that
obviously.
funny how that did that? Like that because
Well, that's how I take it. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that's how he wrote it intentionally, but
Yeah.
like that's what I interpret it as. You have to be vulnerable to sing. You
yes,
know?
yeah. Though that's another good point.
It's not easy to sing. I can't sing.
Yeah, you can sing. I heard you
In the shower.
Yes. Yeah.
I make some noises maybe. But
Let's just do it. Let's just see what Mr. Genius says. Whoop. The song has two parts, creating an interesting narrative as Future moves from stark nihilism and talking about how girls are just throwaways, useful only for sex to him, to the second part where Future realizes he actually does love this girl and wishes he hasn't fucked around and caused her to leave him.
Yeah.
So that was a good.
Oh, it's a good song.
Yeah, good.
I recognize that one from high school. I remember listening to it at the time because it got pretty big, I think. Track number 4, After That.
I got them young niggas tweaking like where them drugs at. I made them old head niggas go get they plug back.
I like that line. I got the old heads to go get their plug back.
Rich niggas come after that. I know you had that bitch, but I'ma dog that pussy after that. Fuck niggas say something. When I step in, jackets come after that. White gold come after that. Got all the mugs coming after that. Got so much money, I almost gave myself a record tag. OG coming after that. Good kush lean coming after that.
It's a bit of a motivational song in a way.
Really, this one's really moving forward. Good.
Talk shit, get back for that. She suck my dick, we don't kiss after that. Gotta watch my own back. I'ma buy me a Cadillac, cause I don't see where I'm lacking at. No feds trying to throw me in the box, I'm like, fuck that, throw Jack and that. I'ma get
I love his bars. His bars are the best. Yeah.
Trying to get high as me, nigga, then where the fuck is your scapulac? Niggas flip facts like
It's your scapulac. Lil Wayne always is like the cleverest song.
I gotta go back to that, man.
Yeah.
That was fucking great. Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
That was my favorite track so far.
I think that's probably my favorite too.
It was.
So far.
You know what?
The momentum is just
the momentum going straight forward.
And Lil Wayne, I feel like his vocals don't carry that momentum. It's funny because he has a lower tone. He's not rapping as intense as Future, but his lyrics carry the momentum.
Yeah.
Because you kind of take a step away from it and you're reading through and you're like, fuck, these are good bars. Like,
I know.
Some really funny lines.
Yeah,
and
you don't realize the tonality difference till you hear someone like A-Bead like that. You hear Future going, and then Lil Wayne comes in and his voice is just completely. Like if you just listen to a Lil Wayne project, you're in that set, right? But you hear somebody... Two voices, so stark, like it's crazy, right?
Night and day difference.
Night and day difference. The little fucking
like
pamper
the Jack
one.
in the Box, the pamper. Yeah,
he buys shit. He pamper that, right?
Yeah.
Them feds trying to throw me in the box. I'm like, fuck that. Throw Jack in that.
Yeah.
Like little lines like that are fucking great, man.
Really clever bars and such a intense instrumental, but Future just
that was a great track.
Yeah, Future just goes fucking wild on there. Track number 5, My Savages.
I be on the phone with Dope Boy, I be telling him he inspired me to go harder. My savages, my savages, my savages. I'm always dressing fresher than a mannequin. Herb pour some syrup up. They try to infiltrate us and then betrayed us. I don't know when I'ma flip niggas. Give me some codeine and sip nigga. Big bass and wipe a nigga nose. My girl changed the lock on the doors. Rolls that don't even ride. My savages, my savages, my savages.
I like him opening up on this one, kind of getting a little more emotional.
Very, man.
Just about his success and some of the negative things that come with success and the challenges he's going through.
Yeah, no, I thought they did a
great balance with the lyrics.
Great balance. Wow, I gotta say something right off the bat. When I heard that song right off, the first thing I thought of is that I sometimes listen to trap music, and for some reason I put it into my head as orchestration. Mm-hmm. And this would be a song that would do very well live with a symphony. I think Metro did it with a symphony.
Metro did it, yeah.
With a symphony.
He did a full symphony for, was it Heroes and Villains, I think?
Yeah, My Savages right there with a symphony.
Yeah.
And him him opening up the way he did right there just gave me some fucking really good vibes.
Yeah, no, great song. Yeah. Track 6, Tupac.
Got back down around my head like on Tupac. My little brother, he ain't scared, he got 2 Glocks.
Oh, here we go.
This is a plain reference to me.
Yeah.
I get faded off the Zans in a muddy drink.
I didn't have muddy drink, but...
Around my head like a soldier. Love my dope with my grandma.
Grandma?
His grandma was serving
Dope.
He got 2 Glocks. On a bunch of dirty. These niggas killing by these bitches for that dirty pussy. These niggas ain't
You notice he kind of like fell back on
He
the
did.
beat?
I was just gonna say he went. The Xanax kicked in.
Yeah.
Like he went slower, right? I really like. I don't know what this is though. I got the 2 choppers. Riding with 2 choppers. I don't know what 2 choppers are. But
Chopper Gunner, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. But this here. Put some blonde in my dreads. I went Tupac.
I like that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
play on Tupac.
Tupac. But did he go pop for a reason? Like, is that
No, I think that's just a good bar.
Just a good bar,
I
okay.
don't know if that's yeah.
wasn't? He didn't go pop.
No, he wasn't making pop music.
Britney
or
Spears or something.
No, but that's one song that's like I wouldn't go to it specifically, but it's not a skip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Track number 7, Gangland.
Straight up.
I like how they use that synth as percussion there.
I'm the one that got the present flooded. You emotional than anybody. You the type to get your man indicted. I'm the type to pull up in a spider. Cross niggas, spend 200,000 on the cross, nigga. Can't never sleep cause of the cost, niggas. They can never see my palm sweating. Been their head and started begging about it. They on 7th Street, they got a bunch about it. Got a bunch of chain, my neck is very crowded. When I flood the street, they have a power
going.
shower. Know
Yeah.
the recipe, you need to learn about it. Finesse niggas gotta learn about it.
That one went really hard.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sounded
say,
angry in there too.
as we progress through this record, do you see how this was like just a great plane soundtrack?
Oh yes.
Plane as in aircraft.
Yeah, as when you were on the aircraft. I was gonna say, you know what? How this would help me on an airplane? It sounds crazy, but if I was on, and my total fear of airplanes flying. If I was on a plane and I was listening to like just light little twinkly piano and meditate and bird, all that kind of shit. This here, his confidence and his swagger and his fucking my fight not to give up. I'm gonna.
It took away all my fear.
I was just gonna
on the
say
plane.
it would make me feel this bravado that I don't have.
And as I re-listen to it now,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's still good. I'm not stoned now on
You sure? You sure?
No, I'm not on any drugs or anything right now, and it still sounds great. Let's go to track number 8. It's titled Fetty.
Okay. Oh, we got
808 and Metro.
yeah.
Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
That make me go and get the race. I'm trying to dodge another case. Or the ace of spade by the case. Tell her shoot the nigga in his face. I got on the red, I'm drinking on yellow. Tell her you came with the fit. Tell her you came with some fit.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Tell her you came with the fit.
Okay, I don't know what the Fetty is.
Tell her you came with the fit.
Fetty is Spanish word for money.
That make me go and get the race. I'm trying to dodge another case. Or the ace of spade by the case. Tell her shoot the nigga in his face. I got my chains on it like lasers. And you gon' make me go and get the garbage.
Love taking everything away from that long verse there.
Some great mixing going on, man. Between these two guys.
Yeah.
Tell her you came with some fetty.
Yeah, just more crazy production.
No.
I think that's one of the highlights is Metro, 808 Mafia. Who else was on here? Narden B. Just some really great production. Some really cool choices. Like that part where they totally strip back everything and let Future just rap and then bring it back. I know that's done commonly. It's not like something brand new, but the amount of time they did it for, I thought was interesting because usually it's just a short, like maybe a line or two.
Yeah,
they did like a whole section.
Just let them go.
Of just letting them go, and then it made the payoff way better
With the boom.
Yeah,
when he comes in, right?
They edged us. And then they brought the boom.
Yeah.
What's those guys that bring the boom? You've seen those guys?
No, but I know about edging now.
Great. Track number 9, Hardly.
I remember it was New Year's. I started saying Louis V chinchilla because he had the chinchilla and shit. Harley. curtains. Balenciaga's my proteges. I wear them shits like Michael J. Take away all this damn pain.
I like this chorus.
Me too. I like how like it offbeat it is in a way.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Printed my niggas from get it. All of my love I gave it to my city. All of that game you gave me can't forget it. All that finesse you gave me ain't forget it. Intoxicated trying to fight the demons. Trying to find right in my wrong. Hope my legacy live on.
I like his writing in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the off timing.
Yeah. It's that.
Yeah.
It itches a weird part of my brain.
I wish I could.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry, that was
That's the next track?
That's the next track.
Holy, my dick moved. It did. It went doing.
Yeah, I like the chorus on Hardly and the lyrics. I think we got a couple short ones in a row, like the next one you're about to hear.
Yeah,
that made your dick move. That one's short as well, similar to your dick. Track number 10, Wesley Presley.
Ooh.
Yeah. White girl with me like Elvis. Old girl say I'm too selfish. Sipping on the lean, can't help it. Ever take a drug test, now I'm gon' feel it. White girl with me, Cindy Crawford.
Oh, Cindy Crawford.
Sell that bitch in my pocket. There you go. Fuck with that bitch, then tell her how she touch me. Rock the new Balenciaga like the bitch with Hirachi. Old girl say I'm too selfish.
You know what? And I thought the synth was gonna bug me.
That's cool.
It just disappears because it's over here doing its thing.
Yeah, it's just,
and then Future's right here.
It's there at first.
Yeah,
and then you kind of lose it in the.
You lose it in the lyrics.
Yeah, no, the synth. It's so strong in the beginning, and then it's cool how you just kind of, by the end, you don't even really notice.
Yeah,
that
and they don't turn it down.
No, it's the same level the whole time.
Yeah.
But just his voice and lyrics come in there, and then you kind of lose the synth. Just another like cool Metro beat. I want to know what he uses. Like, does he use Omnisphere?
I think he must have. Does he not have a master class we could look at or something like that?
Maybe, I don't know. I'd love. Like, he's one guy that like I don't know where he gets these sounds, but they're just always so fucking cool.
Yeah, that one was like that was. I know that sound. I have it somewhere in my analog machines.
You could make that sound.
Yeah, I've definitely
something similar.
Something similar, right? And then hit the arpeggio and right. That was really horrible. That did not sound like the sound at all.
Track 11, Showed Up.
I just down the whole A for codeine. My the young nigga hate smelling like society. I just came from Oslo, Norway. Everything was gourmet. A couple million worth of whips when I step out my doorway. I was drugged up on so many.
He actually sounds like drugged up.
Drugged up,
yeah. I just down the whole A for codeine.
Yeah, probably the most unique voice performance so far.
Yeah, he's definitely playing to the lyrics for sure, right? I don't know how he can do a whole eighth of codeine. I have a Tylenol 3. I'm fucked. That shit does not work for me.
He's sober now. In this part.
Yeah.
I just down the whole eighth of codeine. My young nigga hate smelling like society.
So one of his most unique vocal performances on this record. It's nowhere close to his vocal performance in that song I showed you, Xanax Damage. Remember that one? Yeah. Fucking love that song. But another one where he's kind of like really playing into this this character. Like, I don't know if he's actually doing it, ate the codeine, or if he's actually just recording, or if he's just writing these lines, and then but he definitely plays into that, but then he sobers up at one part.
Well, he sobered up for that when
in the bath, the shower. Or
yes,
whatever.
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy. So far on this album here, there's songs that I can connect with. That one just for me was just like it was just
too many drugs.
Yeah, it was just too much. Yeah. I don't know how people take it. Like for me, I like downers.
Well, isn't codeine a downer though?
No, codeine makes me fucking crazy.
Maybe it's because it's the Tylenol. Because Tylenol 3 has caffeine in it. It's got to be your reaction to the caffeine, probably.
Wow, I did not know that.
Because they should just make you fucking tired and loopy and fucking fall asleep.
Where do I get this so-called
Just codeine by itself. Just go up to the pharmacy and ask if you can get an eighth of codeine.
Yeah.
You know, just say I'm looking for an eighth. I just listened to a Future record, and I was wondering if I can grab an eighth of codeine. Well, look at this. We're Future. We are learning. We're educating ourselves on drugs in this episode. Because of you. Thank you. Track number 12, Mad Love.
They got mad love for us. We get mad dog. Outside nigga come round, gon' spray him down like fireman. Whipping the dope like it's anime. Shooting a nigga like John K. Running the bank on some robber shit. Laying you down like a carpenter.
I love that percussion. I don't know. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
The little.
Right there, yeah. You know, I'm just going to say, what I like about Future, too, he's not always making sure that the next line, the follow-up word is a perfect rhyme.
Yeah, no. He just kind of lets it flow.
Yeah, which would make it super cheesy, right?
Yeah. He's got a real relaxed writing strategy, you know?
So here, me. Fireman and me
doesn't rhyme at all, but it sounds great.
It sounds good, yeah. When you were on the airplane, it wasn't this loud, right?
No, I had it like at a little
Yeah.
toned down a bit. This is the second last track. I think I was asleep at this point. Yeah, that one I was just okay for me. I mean, it was good, but it was nothing like special. I like the production a lot, and I mean, it was a Future song. That's like the best way to put it.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't bad, but it fits the vibe of what was going on.
Yeah.
It didn't stand out, but the next one is the one that a lot of people have been wanting you to hear, and it's one of his biggest. It's got, like, this record, most of them are in, 5 million, 4 million plays. This one has 150 million. So
is this Codeine Crazy?
This is Codeine Crazy.
Well, I am so glad that we have deciphered what codeine is then.
Yes.
And what it does for you, because
you would have been so lost.
I would have been completely lost. I'm glad that came up in conversation, because I always thought that, codeine makes me want to jump out a window.
Track number 13, Codeine Crazy.
That's 808 sound? Is that okay, because it's been going a lot.
We don't went through too much.
He collaborated with Michael Bublé on this.
Yeah.
Drink that muddy, bro, we covered it. I'm drinking bubbly.
This is great as here. It's fantastic.
Take out my problems and drink out the bottle and fuck on the model, yeah. Smoke the cushion like a cigarette. Run it back to hear my intellect. Celebrate like the championship. Celebrate like the championship. Celebrate like the championship. Dry my eyes, believe it or not. I can never see a tear falling. Water dripping, don't be like a faucet. I just took a bitch to eat at Chipotle. Spend another 60,000 on the rolling. Pour a little more liquor.
That was probably one of my verse 2.
Future
verses. Verse 2 there, man.
Playing poker, now we're back in stroke. I forgot her name, but I pussy soaking. When I seen her on the pole, reminded myself when I used to come over. Rappers and bottles, these niggas who bogus. Let's pour up a paint, I'ma fuck around, faint like I'm Kid Cudi, probably. I fuck around, faint, I'ma fall on a drink. Rocket tongue for it, poppin' mileage.
You see why this is kind of a unique song that a lot of people wanted you to hear?
For sure. His flow on this was crazy at times, man. And his vocal change, I literally thought it was somebody else.
Yeah, no, really good performance. One of his best songs, I'd say. I think him talking about crying at one point is like a really...
Yeah.
Codeine crazy. All this motherfucking money got me codeine crazy.
Wow, hear that at the end. Woo.
That is Monster. That is some early Future,
Yeah.
He was popular, but not at the level he's at now.
Now, yeah.
So you can kind of see the...
evolution?
Yeah, you can see, like, some planting some seeds of where he's about to go.
In this album, he did plant some seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of seed planting, I'm pretty sure.
But the highly requested Monster, how are you feeling?
I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy Future. I think he's super, super talented. And the one thing I noticed that is, like, he talks a lot about his He talks about a lot about his material wealth, his APs and his rollies and his ghosts and all that kind of stuff, and a lot about the lean and all this stuff. But there's these chunks in there where he talks about his come up and what he had to do to get where he is and where. And now and in this album here, and now we know where he's got to.
Yeah.
And we've seen as he's gotten older, there's been snippets, and I forget which album we listened to, where we saw a more softer side of him coming out.
Yeah, I think that was on DS2. There was a little bit of that.
Yeah,
yeah. You know, it's cool to see, you know, him. Like, I love him making some funny bars about just flexing about his watch and diamonds and fucking people in the shower and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a little bit of that other side of him that comes out that kind of makes it like a really good balance, I'd say. On the record.
And that's nice to see that, because for me it can get really, really tiring if it's just all talking about shit.
The flexing the whole time would be
get tiresome, right? But when he does interject
a song like Codeine Crazy, for example, like that I felt like there's that line there where he's talking about, you know, like what is it exactly? He says something about tears. I'll bring it up.
It was too many days gone by sitting by the phone waiting until it replied, drying my eyes, believe it or not.
Yeah, the believe it or not is the key line there that I was looking for.
Drying my eyes, believe it or not, I could never see a tear falling, water dripping on me like a faucet.
Yeah, the believe it or not is like such an important line, I think, because, you know, this whole record, you can't imagine him being in a place. Like, I know there's a few songs where he's really emotional, and like, you know, I think about what song was it where he was talking about the two-parter, the throwaway song. It was, you know, throwaway, bitches are nothing, girls are nothing. And then,
but that song was about Sierra, right?
Yeah, and then the beat switch, and then he realizes that he's like, fuck, I'm actually kind of in love with this woman, and you know, and you see the change of heart there, and that line specifically, the believe it or not, I think is really important, because it's like, you can't imagine Future crying by the phone. Like, he's not a guy that you picture doing that ever. He's like, it's Future, man. Like, he's
gonna fuck somebody.
He's gonna fuck somebody with his AP. People see him as this crazy, you know, drug using party guy. But you know, I guarantee you, he's sat down and watched something on TV with a bowl of cereal and some in his underwear.
Yeah, for sure.
Just chill.
You know, my question is though, is like, you know, we've seen Juice, and we've seen a lot of younger artists that are talking. You know, they're substance abuse and stuff like that, and they pass away young, and then they're gone. But then you have Future, someone talented as Future, and does he evolve with his fan base, or does he evolve just as himself as a writer as he gets older? You know, so he's not really writing for a specific fan base. I'll just say Kendrick, Tyler, Danny Brown, 3 albums that I thought were like moving forward in life.
You talk about Mr. Morale, Quaranta,
and Chromacopia. Yeah. I'm talking about those where they took this jump, right?
And it does feel like they're maturing with their audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
will Future have something like that?
That's what I'm curious.
I hope it was worth it. You seem to really enjoy it. A lot of tracks, there were some that you'll probably go back to. I'm assuming that Lil Wayne one will probably
Lil Wayne one was fantastic.
Hope you guys had fun. And we will see you soon
on the other side.
Yeah, take the other side.
What
other side?
On the other side.
This usually just means like death.
Oh, okay.
I hope this isn't our last video.
Okay.
Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Not on the other side. We will see you
in another video. Yes, let's clarify that.
Take care. Much love.
Bye-bye.
Peace.